Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you the January 2026 energy update. This is a channeled message and I'm going to be combining it with some astrology, and I tend to tune in, connect to my true self, my higher self, and then share the message with you. So first message that came through is around the Cancer full moon. And this is to do with the sense of home. The Cancer full moon is happening on January 3rd, and it's going to be a time where you need to connect to what home means to you and to heal certain aspects of home. So if home was chaotic and that is what you are attracting in your relationships, to relearn or to unlearn this belief that it needs to be chaotic, and that you are deserving of peace, and that you are deserving of a sense of calmness to your nervous system. So this is connected to your nervous system and what your nervous system is used to. And so rewiring the nervous system and really tapping into the subconscious mind. The body is the subconscious mind. And that being said, the nervous system is absolutely connected to that. And so if you are attracting certain friendships, especially partnerships, this is where it's going to really be reflected, mirrored back to you. This is a time of letting go of such a belief and to say, I am deserving and worthy of having a sense of peace in my life. And this is going to be a time of liberating yourself. But with that, some very strong emotions may come up. It is a sign that it feels emotions so deeply, and with that, it's clearing the heart. And so allowing for emotions to come up instead of suppressing them, and surrendering to that flow. And surrender is an active thing. It is not passive. When you surrender and you're like, I allow myself to feel all these emotions and I let go of controlling what is occurring outside of me, and instead to allow things to come through and to choose what is empowering for you instead of disempowering. And this will be very important for your nervous system. When you take your power back, it will bring ease to your nervous system. And it brings containment to your nervous system. And this brings me to the Capricorn energy. We are currently in Capricorn season until the middle of January. And Capricorn energy is around the father energy, while Cancer energy is around the mother energy. So the mother wounds, the ancestral wounds. And then to do with Capricorn, it is to do with your sense of groundedness, your father wounds. And with Capricorn, it brings a sense of containment, a groundedness that Cancer energy needs in order for the emotions to be felt. And when we create that containment, and this is our inner masculine energy, in order to feel our emotions, we then become more embodied. We become more in our body, and through movement, this will allow us to release any of that pent up or hidden tension, trauma within the body, within the nervous system. So incorporating a new practice can be really helpful for you in grounding into your body. Movement is essential, whether it be through dance, yoga, qigong, it could be shaking, any sort of movement. Going to the gym can be so important at this time in releasing the emotions, in creating movement instead of stagnation. The Cancer Capricorn axis, they are very much connected, and it's very important to find also, this is another message coming through, a balance of slowing down, receiving, being present, Cancer energy, and then the energy of work, and having that balance of work and play, rest and work, and creating, Capricorn energy, creating a long-term plan for yourself, the next 12 months to 12 months. And this is going to be perfect month for planning out what long-term goals you want to create for yourself, what seeds you want to plant for yourself, and to release any self-sabotaging beliefs around you stepping into sharing yourself and limiting yourself. Oh, I can't learn this because I'm at this age. It doesn't matter. Start all over again. You need to give yourself permission to start all over again anytime, and to grieve the past if certain things did not work out, and to be like, what do I want to learn? What do I truly want to learn? And to incorporate that. What practices will nourish me, will uplift me, and will make me feel empowered? For example, if you've been wanting to take up a certain type of dance, to go ahead and do that for yourself. This will bring such a sense of groundedness within yourself. And if you are living in the Northern Hemisphere, movement at this time is so important, just so you can be more grounded in your body. The winter season in Ayurvedic medicine is connected to Vata, and Vata is an ungrounded kind of dosha or body makeup, and so it's important to ground through movement, through grounding foods like soups and stews and carrots and potatoes. These are all grounding sort of foods. So listening to what your body needs and asking yourself, what do I need? And this is the energy of taking care of you, your inner child. And the energy of Cancer is connected to the inner child, the heart energy, and nourishing the heart energy, the green color. That's what comes to mind. And you can nourish your inner child by listening, and some sort of maybe pains from the past may come through, and to be like, okay, this is my chance to transmute this energy. And through that transmutation, you take back your power. Another thing to do with the inner child is that growing up, we might have developed some sort of protective mechanisms in order to maybe avoid feeling certain feelings, or you might come up against a wall and you might not feel anything. And that numbness is actually a feeling in some ways. And giving yourself permission to feel is going to make such a big difference. We also develop attachment styles, avoidant a kind of personality, or anxious attachment as well. And during this time, bringing the healing and realizing what your environment is currently and how that might be mimicking what you grew up with, and seeing your worth and asserting your self-respect by taking certain actions. So I think of the solar plexus chakra, which is your power center. This is connected to your sense of joy, your sense of taking action, moving forward, charisma, confidence. It is connected to the color yellow. And so seeing where you need to take your power back, the attachment styles is almost like a cord giving your power away. And so how can you take back your power? For example, if you are anxious attachment, to realize maybe that person you might be connecting with is not creating a safe space for you, but to develop deeper trust and surrender in your circumstances, and to realize and bring awareness to that sense of lack of trust is connected to your inner child, to your younger self, and to just soothe yourself by saying, it is safe for me right now to feel, and at the same time, I am deserving of an environment where I am held and given the reassurance. And if the person in my life is not doing that, I need to speak up. So the throat chakra, the element of water is coming through, and water is connected to your emotions, connected to your sacral energy, your womb space, and for men it's the hara. And this is where the sense of self-worth is connected into your sensuality. Connecting to the element of water is connected to the motherly energy, and there's almost like this image of washing away the pains of the past by just like almost like this baptism, the clearing away and rebirth being reborn. And this is a transformative energy for some people, where you'll be stepping more into your power, into your radiance, and giving yourself permission to be in that radiance and to take up the space, and not thinking that you're too much in your expression, in your ability to speak your truth. So speaking your truth, allowing that truth to come from the heart and compassionately expressed and out, like water flowing out. And with that, you free yourself. There's almost like this sense of inner freedom that can be cultivated when you just give yourself permission to say the thing that you want to say. And the fear of abandonment, the fear of being not received, invalidated. It doesn't matter how that person receives it. What matters is that you are giving yourself permission to say it, even if your voice shakes, to say it, even if you're terrified, to say it. But to find a way to compassionately say it is very important. And that is something that I've been learning very much so in the past year. 2025, for me, I coined it as the year of the revealing of shadows, truths coming out no matter what, even if the truth is concealed, hidden, secrecy, it will always come out. And the year of community and the importance of having people and support, being uplifted by them. And 2 more messages before I get into the oracle card reading is to define what success means to you, and to not allow something outside of you to define that. That is you taking your power back. That is you being like, you know what, I'm not going to allow the definitions out there to define my ability to navigate what success means. And another thing is, and this is something I've already mentioned, but it is around containment, meaning to create the container for yourself, your inner masculine, to feel your emotions. And when you do that, you can then create that containment for people outside of yourself, placing the boundaries through your words. Very important. And taking action according to what you are saying. So I have taken out 2 cards from the Inner Temple Oracle card deck. This is a beautiful card deck, a new one from Rebecca Campbell. And look how beautiful this is. So it has this beautiful image at the top. So the first card that I took out beautifully connects to the messages that I've been sharing, is the Chamber of Surrender. This is what the card looks like. And to surrender is to allow whatever is flowing through to flow, to be felt, and to let go, and to trust. This is a big one. To trust the universe, to trust God. And that trust can really be liberating. And I'm going to read from the booklet. Anything you attempt to control or cling tightly to will likely cause you to become out of sync with life's intelligence ways. And this card is your reminder to loosen your grip. It doesn't mean that the things you cling to for fear of nothing coming to take their place aren't meant for you. If you loosen your grip, they may indeed stay right there, but devoting all your life force to the clinging will likely leave you depleted, rigid, and stuck, as you rely on your personal will rather than the flow of life. Surrender requires courage and the faith that if you give it your all, that which is meant for you will find you. Surrender is essential to attract certain things into your life, and it could be also to do with relationships, letting go and letting God in, letting go and letting go of maybe a certain dynamic. And if it's meant to be, it will come to you. And that leap of faith, that trust, might be difficult for some. And again, I would say the first card, the surrender, is connected to Cancer energy, and the second card is connected to Chamber of Power, Capricorn energy, stepping into your power, containment, boundaries, creating long-term plans for yourself. And this is the solar plexus chakra, stepping more into what feels empowering for you. and to take up the space to say the words that need to be said. So this is perfect confirmation for what I was saying, and this surrender and stepping into your power is what is needed. By surrendering, you will step into your power. And this is the opposite of what people might think. And the mind, the ego might make you think that's the opposite, but it's not the case. And the second oracle card deck I chose from is the Goddess Oracle card deck. And this is the Goddess Power Oracle card deck, interestingly. And the first card that I took out was transformation, Shakti, and transformation, letting go of the old self. And I was mentioning water and how water can be highly transformative. Water, when you truly just allow yourself to cleanse the past, let go of the past. And interestingly, the next card is the past card. So letting go of the past. And I don't know how to say this goddess name, so I won't. But the past, what beliefs were formed during your early years, during your childhood? What protective mechanisms? What is holding you back from having a deep connection with someone else? Is it trust? Is it openness? Is it the will and courage to be vulnerable and open? Because when you truly give yourself that permission to open up to someone else and to not see it as weakness, but as being courageous and strong, your life will change completely. And the third card, I randomly chose these cards, so it's perfect, is home. Coming in alignment with the Cancer energy theme, and home, healing the home through unlearning certain things from the past and replacing them with beliefs and new way of being, in order to feel a greater sense of connection to your heart, to your intuition, to yourself, and to allow that authentic self to shine through as you reclaim those lost aspects of yourself. We go through soul fragmentation, and sometimes into the future we might get entangled, or even within our childhood get entanglement with our parents. And so it's like separating and removing ourselves from that and bringing those lost aspects of ourselves in order to find home, sanctuary within our body, within our nervous system, creating a sense of home within ourselves. And we can do this through various practices of unlearning, rewiring the nervous system, inner child work, shadow work. And it's not easy sometimes to see ourselves, to see our shadows, because it might feel heavy, dense, and especially if there's a lot of shame. But just know that you are deeply, deeply supported, so deeply loved and held. I send you all so much love for the month of January, wishing you an abundant, expansive, powerful new year ahead. And it's going to be really powerful. It's going to be this is the month before moving into the sign of the horse in this Chinese zodiac sign. So I'm looking forward to sharing more in this upcoming year. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video. That would mean so much to me. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. It's very simple. You just press on that button and that would mean so much to me. Sending you all so much love.